Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an Unexplained Places video on Mount Hood, Oregon. Before I get into the video, however, I'd like to tell you about a new book that I've just got published, The House Off Farrago Road. It's available on Amazon. The author's name is H.L. Anderson. It's just a fun story about a house where the denizens are not quite normal. Mythological creatures and supernatural forces commingle with modern-day law enforcement and the criminal underworld. If the quirky weird perks your interest, check out The House Off Farrago Road. It's available on Amazon. All right, now, into the video here. Mount Hood. Located east of Portland, Oregon, Mount Hood sits in the middle of the Mount Hood National Forest. As far back as written word goes, and even further than that, Mount Hood has been a paranormal hotspot. The local Native Americans tell stories of the spirits that inhabit the area. They knew the mountain was indeed a place of mystery. When Europeans first came to the mountain, the stories and reports of strange happenings began to accumulate. Strange creatures were seen regularly in the forest. These ranged from large hairy men to strange reptiles to large birds. Just pretty much every cryptid that you can think of has been spotted in the area. Odd lights in the sky were an almost nightly occurrence. Even the Native Americans reported seeing them. It's in their stories. Haunting screams would echo through the trees, and these sounds were made by no human throat. Ghostly apparitions ranging from all kinds of animals to human beings were seen regularly. In modern times, Mount Hood has become one of the most prolific UFO hotspots in the world. Both sightings and abductions have been reported regularly. Not only that, many other odd reports make Mount Hood one of the strangest places in the world. Hikers have reported seeing long-dead people from their past. People have reported meeting people who appear different to different people. So you'll have a group of hikers walking along. One person will see Uncle Fred. It's one person that they see coming towards them. But to one person it'll be Uncle Fred. To the next person it'll be Aunt May, and the third person would be, Cousin Jim or whatever. But it's all different to each person. It's crazy. And if that happened once or twice, you'd be like, but it's pretty regular. Several reports indicate doorways made of light. One such doorway had a dark, shadowy being within it. That would freak me the hell right out. It's one thing to see a light that you can't explain. But when you see a lighted doorway in the middle of the air open up, or, out, like you're right there on the trail, it just opens up out of nowhere, and there's something inside, that would freak me right out. An unusual number of missing persons has been reported in the area. We have alien abductions on a regular basis here, but alien abductees usually come back. That's how we know they're alien abductees. These people just go and don't come back. Are the aliens keeping them? I don't know. It's crazy. Here, are they with the doorways? You're thinking maybe they got sucked into a different dimension or something. You just don't know. People have seen doorways open and close in cliff faces on the mountain, which also begs the question: is there some sort of an underground city or underground civilization there? And the entrance is at Mount Hood. That would, that right there begs the question. Researchers have found odd magnetic readings, odd gravimetric readings all over the mountain. The prevailing theory is that there are magnetic ores in the mountain that create these oddities, but who knows? People have reported phantom conversations more than once. One hiker, they were camping overnight, and they had hiked up to this area. They were camping, and they're going to hike back the next day. While they were camping, this lady heard a conversation behind her. She turned and looked, and there was nobody there. So she turns back to the fire, and she's tending to the food, and somebody asked her a question, and she turned and looked, and there was nobody there. She was alone. So, that right there, that's just creepy. When you have conversations with people that aren't there, or the people who aren't there trying to have conversations with you, that's a bit much. All in all, Mount Hood and the surrounding area more than qualifies as an unexplained place. If somebody else has any more stories or any odd facts that I've not found here, please put it in the comments because I'm sure we'd all love to read them. I know I would. Hope y'all have a Merry Christmas. Hope y'all have a nice New Year's. And take care of yourself. God bless one and all. There is a house in New Orleans where the monsters all hang out. When the police detective, who happens to be a skinwalker squirrel, uncovers a plot by a paranormal perpetrator, he has to enlist the aid of his fellow housemates. If you enjoy a modern, quirky take on historical mythology, check out my new original novel, The House Off Farrago Road.